Hi everybody, welcome back. This is Helena again. Today I'm preparing contents about Johnson&Johnson J&J. You might already be familiar with J&J due to its consumer products such as Johnson's Baby Lotion or Listerine, which are well known globally. However, these consumer products are no longer parts of J&J. J&J was a company with a broad range of business from consumer products to pharmaceuticals. In 2021, they spun off their consumer products division into a new company called Kenvue, and by 2023, they had fully separated their stock holdings. Therefore, only the pharmaceutical business remains under the name of J&J. Today, I will focus on J&J's product sales, excluding the consumer products, which are not J&J's anymore. J&J is divided into two parts, pharmaceuticals, which is under the Janssen, and MedTech, which deal with medical devices. Janssen is also known for developing the COVID-19 vaccine, and Janssen has now been renamed J&J Innovative Medicine, further solidifying its identity under the J&J's umbrella. In this video, I will primarily focus on J&J's Innovative Medicine segment with a brief overview of MedTech segment. For your information, today's video is based on J&J sales report I've created. You can find detailed data from this report on my Tableau profile. I have reports on all the companies I've covered in my previous video so far, so I encourage you to visit. Let's go back to J&J's US sales. J&J US sales growth slowed in 2022 but surged in 2023, continuing the upward trend. For your reference, J&J's US sales account for about 50% of its total revenue, with similar sales trend in both the US and international markets. When breaking it down quarterly, sales have been consistently increasing since the first quarter of 2020. Both the pharmaceutical and medtech categories show us flat in 2022, followed by a significant increase in 2023. Contrary to expectation, sales did not plummet post-COVID-19, even with the COVID-19 vaccine involvement. According to our Virgin data, the market share of the Janssen vaccine in the US was around 3%, and it was not produced beyond the initial emergency approval lot. This contrasts with Pfizer, which had to scrap excess stock, resulting in negative sales. Today, we will explore how the stagnant sales in 2022 and the surge in 2023 were achieved in both the pharmaceutical and medtech categories. Let's start with a relatively straightforward medtech franchise. There hasn't been much activities in terms of new product launch in medtech. The cardiovascular franchise shows the introduction of a new catheter and the recovery to pre-COVID hospital sales level, but this did not drive substantial growth. As a result, sales plateaued in 2022 with no significant growth driver. However, the acquisition of Abiomed in December 2022 added their sales to J&J's MedTech franchise, resulting in a 15% overall sales increase. Abiomed sales increased by 15% year-over-year in the first quarter of 2024, and this trend is expected to continue, steadily boosting J&J's MedTech franchise sales. Pharmaceutical franchise sales remained flat in 2022 due to immunology slowdown, while sales increased in 2023 from oncology and neuroscience growth. Let's first look at the immunology products, excluding Remicade, all of which show an increase in sales. The flagship products are Stelara and Trympia, both experiencing annual sales growth about 10%. These four immunology products share similar indications, with Remicade having the widest range and the subsequent three dividing Remicade's market share to prevent overall sales decline. Remicade, one of the J&J's blockbuster drugs, had its patent expire in 2018, leading to the entry of biosimilar companies into the market. With the introduction of biosimilars and other rheumatoid arthritis drugs, sales gradually declined, steeply so through 2023. While this decline in Remicade sales appears to have a significant adverse impact on the immunology sector, it's actually a risk that has already been hedged. Surprisingly, looking at the quarterly sales graph, we can see that sales in 2023 and 2024 are quite similar. In other words, after 5 years of biosimilar launch, Remicade sales have stabilized and are no longer declining. Let's move to oncology products. The reason for the sharp increase in oncology sales is due to the steady growth of Darzalex and launch of new products. This does compensate for the decline in Imbruvica sales amid market competition, leading to an overall increase in sales. Looking at J&J's oncology new product briefly, Carvykti is a CAR-T product and Tecvayli is a bispecific antibody. CAR-T involves cell therapy using a technology completely different from traditional pharmaceuticals, and bispecific antibodies are known for their challenging purification process. These products having overcome development challenges, so sales roughly doubled in 2024. Let's move to neuroscience products. In neuroscience, the increase in 2023 sales is attributed to the expansion of Invega family and the rapid growth of new products, Spravato. Personally, I find Spravato intriguing as it's the only nasal spray among depression treatment. Thanks to this, it shows efficacy faster than oral medication. I hope to see more products incorporating such innovative technology developed. Although still low in sales, pulmonary is also interesting, so I bring it in. J&J's pulmonary franchise includes Opsumit and Uptravi, both arterial hypertension drugs. Surprisingly, they showed over 30% sales growth in 2023 and in the first quarter of 2024. Sales continue to rise steadily. With steady sales increase across various franchises, J&J's future seems promising at first glance. However, like other pharmaceutical companies with blockbuster, the possibility of sales decline due to patent expiry cannot be ruled out. Among certain products with sales exceeding $100 million in the first quarter of 2024, Stelara has already had its patent expire with biosimilars approved, and 5 more products are scheduled to have their patent expire within 5 years. Darzalex, fortunately, with its subcutaneous form Darzalex Faspro, is expected to defend against and delay biosimilar launch. Additionally, while Imbruvica's patents are expired in 2027, according to joint developer AbbVie, generics are not expected until 2032. Yet, according to this table, the top 3 products in the immunology franchise this year are susceptible to biosimilar launches, and the upward trend in the 2 pulmonary products is also expected to end soon. In an effort to secure the immunology franchise once represented by Remicade and Stelara, J&J aims to expand the indication for Tranvia, which has a long way to go before its patent expires. Compared to Remicade, Tranvia lacks indication for Crohn's disease, ulcerative colitis, RA, AS, and pediatric bowel disease, with clinical trial underway for bowel disease variations. Personally, I'm not certain how much revenue Tranvia can defend in the crowded immunology market filled with biosimilars. In fact, many pharmaceutical companies opt for M&A to quickly increase revenue. AbbVie, facing a significant revenue decline with Humira, served as an example. However, according to J&J's earnings call, they plan to invest in organic business growth rather than relying on inorganic growth like M&A. Therefore, while expecting short-term rapid revenue growth may be challenging, securing sufficient cash flow is expected to enable them to leap forward for the future. To summarize the content so far, pharmaceutical accounts for 70% of J&J's US revenue, with medtech making up the remaining 30%. In pharmaceuticals, revenue increased in 2023 thanks to existing blockbusters in immunology and oncology, as well as new product launches, with expectation for pulmonary revenue growth in 2024. MedTech saw increased revenues through the acquisition of A Biomed, though its overall share is small. The largest share belongs to the pharmaceuticals immunology franchise, but patents for most major products, except one, are set to expire soon. J&J is preparing for this, so let's closely monitor what happens next. This is what I prepared for today. I hope you enjoy my video. If you want to read summary of my report, please visit my Tableau profile. You can also find this list at the description section. Thank you for listening. This was Helena. Bye.